princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Today we are here to talk about two brand new products from Huda Beauty. We have here the new GloWish Multidew Skin Tint and the GloWish Bronzing Powder. I'm going to tell you what shades I got. We're going to do a little bit of a wear test to test out some of the promises of especially this product right here and talk about all the information. So the GloWish is really kind of Huda Beauty and Wishful, which is Huda Beauty's skincare line, stuck together to make GloWish, which are, of course, cosmetic products with skincare properties, which is so popular right now. And in fact, I brought out the brand new Tarte Hydroflex, which is also kind of those skincare properties in a light foundation. So that's kind of a lot of the products that we're seeing these days. I even think these two might combine well since the new Huda product is so glowy and dewy, and this is a little bit more matte. But that's something to think about perhaps a little bit later. Okay, the Multidew Skin Tint is $37 and the bronzing powder is $31. I am already wearing 2 coats of the skin tint. I'm going to show you 1 coat and all that and how it goes in a moment. I bought shade 3. Now this is funny, and I want you guys to kind of take this on board if you're doing any online shopping. I was going to place my order online with Sephora, and I was absolutely positive that I was shade 4, but I went ahead and went in store today because it is in Sephora stores too, and it feels kind of nice to get out there again. And even with a mask on, the sales associate I was working with could see that shade 4 was going to be too dark for me. I went with shade 3. That is what I'm wearing now. I'm not wearing the bronzer, but I am wearing the skin tint, and as you see, and you'll see me put it on in a moment, shade 3 was correct. So please take that on board if you are ordering. You might want to go a little lighter than you had anticipated, obviously depending on your skin tone and if you're undecided, but I just wanted to mention that. I also went a bit lighter with the bronzing powder. I pick up shade 1, and I have not used that yet. We're going to use that together in a moment. I would have ordered shade 2. It probably doesn't matter too much, and I kind of like a little bit of a darker bronzer, but my sales associate was pretty convinced, and I went with her because she's the one who is already right on this shade. So she was having a good batting average, right? As we'd say in American baseball. Okay, I wanted to run this through a real test, and that's why I have it on already, but not the bronzer. Let me tell you what I did here. This GloWish Multidew Skin Tint is made to be pore blurring, line blurring. What Huda Beauty wanted to do is Huda was quite aware that her signature foundation, her signature face, was a very thick, rich foundation, a very full coverage, we should say. And she wanted to do something that was a little better for the no makeup days or the light days, or when you just feel like you needed a little something on without going over the top, but still feeling like you're pampering your skin. That is how this was born. It, as I said, blurs lines and blurs pores, but also is waterproof, is vegan, is sweat proof. So what I did first, I want to show you, I'm going to take you here to a little video of me earlier. You'll see I'm in a different shirt, and I am about to go to the gym. Yes, to the gym. So you're going to see me here applying it, and first, let me just show you, I will make my little muscle, which is the international sign for I'm about to go to the gym. And you are going to see me dot this on a little bit, I think a nice amount. And you're going to watch me dot it on completely bare skin. So you can see what this looks like over completely bare skin. So take a look there. All right, I went to the gym. It wasn't a very hard workout, mostly just stretching and some light weights and things like that. But though I didn't get my heart rate up too high, darn it, I did definitely get a workout, and I had a mask on, of course, and it's fairly humid right now in California, so it's a little bit warm. I definitely got a sweat on. So now we're going to go to I'm going to show you me afterwards. So here is me coming right back from the gym, hair still back, still in my old t-shirt there. Take a look. I'm going to point at some areas that I think got a little bit dewier than normal. As you see, around the nose and the chin and the forehead got a little bit dewier than normal, but this is a dewy tint to begin with, so you really can't do too much damage. However, if you run on the oilier side, I am normal, I can go a bit dry, but I'm a very normal skin type. If you have an oilier skin type, that is going to go crazy on you when you exercise, because you can see in the video where it went with me. Still totally presentable, could have run errands afterwards and felt like I had a little bit of coverage on. To be frank, I am not the type who generally wears makeup to the gym. I generally go makeup free. But I tried it and I kind of wondered if anybody, like my trainer or anyone, would go, oh, you're kind of done up today, but no. So it is definitely perfecting, and it is a your skin but better. Nobody, I really wondered if anyone would wonder why I had makeup on, but it wasn't like that at all. Now what I am wearing, we're going to do the bronzer in a moment, but just to let you know that now what I did was I came home, just kind of changed shirts. I haven't showered yet, but I wasn't too sweaty, so don't fear for me. And what I did was I added another layer of this over, and a little bit, I used the Huda Obsessions little mini glow palette. So that's here and here. The glow you're seeing here is, just above here and here, is from her glow palette. But the rest of it is this product, second layer after the gym, and a teeny bit of concealer. Not bad, really, especially if you have dry to normal skin. Now, I have heard this already. I try to avoid any sort of reviews and things like that before I've done my review, but I couldn't help but already hear this compared to the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. Yes and no. The Flawless Filter is a little bit, I mean, yes, the Flawless Filter is a bit glowier. If I wear the Hollywood Flawless Filter by Charlotte Tilbury on its own, I look like a grease ball. But I can happily wear this on its own, and it looks like this, what I have now. There's no powder over this whatsoever. So for me, Charlotte Tilbury's product is great kind of as a glowy primer. And this could be a glowy primer as well, but this kind of is better on its own. And I wouldn't wear the Charlotte Tilbury product on its own. Make of that what you will, just kind of trying to give you some basic information. Let's look at this bronzing powder. And I do want to go back and also say, I will see about this as a base as well, but for me, I think I'll probably stick to my Charlotte Tilbury just as a base. But I would love to combine it with this new Tarte, which is kind of the same kind of skin care properties, and see what that would look like over it. Might be a slightly fuller coverage, these two together, and might be really pretty. Just thought I would say that, but we'll see. Okay, so as I told you, I went ahead and picked up the bronzer in shade 1. Would have bought shade 2 if I were online. So let me just look here and let's take a look. I got my trusty Sonia G brush that I use for bronzing. This has that really nice kind of marbly texture, and I don't mind that it doesn't have a mirror. So I'm really going in there good because I'm feeling like I might have gone too light. And let's take a look. Oh, that's really pretty. It's very natural. Okay, let me just do the rest of the right side of my face. I'm just going to kind of go up here and down here a little bit and a little bit on the side of the nose. Okay, we have, take a look and see if you can tell the difference or see if you think I should have gotten a shade darker. Very natural. This side is bronzed with the new Huda bronzer. This side is not. It's actually quite pretty. It is not as matte as I thought it would be. It is matte, but it has a kind of, I don't know. It has a bit of a kind of a natural sheen to it. It's not quite as matte as I thought it would be, which is kind of nice actually. You know, some depending on what kind of a bronzer you like. All right, let's bronze up this side here. So I'll be matching. This is definitely a much more gentle. I'm not upset that I got it. You can kind of use it all over really. Very, very natural. And I had also I had feared this would be nothing to write home about, but it's actually really pretty. How much is it again? $31. That remains to be seen. I'll do a follow-up. But I actually think, I'm kind of glad I went with the lighter shade here because it's a little bit foolproof. As you see, I didn't even look in the mirror too much. I just kind of warmed up my skin. So I'll let you take a look at that and see what you think. Definitely for those of you who like to go out with just a teeny bit of coverage on and like a little bit of glow, this would be beautiful. But if you are oily skin, don't test its sweat-proof properties. I think you might get a little too oily if you're already oily skin prone. but up to you, of course, and please report in the comments, as I would absolutely love to hear. I will combine it with this and let you know how that looks. I can write that into comments. And as for the bronzer, well, you know what? I'm impressed. I think these are really pretty. I think Huda's really been blowing it up lately, and I like the combination of, I like the lighter look for her. She knows that it's something we are all looking for lately. Did this catch your interest? Are you thinking of buying it? Remember to keep in mind that I went one shade lighter on each product and I thought I would online. Please keep that in mind. Do leave your comments below. If you enjoyed this video, and I hope you did, please give it a thumbs up. And my goodness, if you haven't already done so, subscribe to my channel. Come along for the ride, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.